Have you ever seen a clothing item you liked but didn't know how to describe it in words? That's where visual search comes in. In this video, we demonstrate how to build an AI-powered visual search engine that allows users to upload an image and through AI find similar items in product catalogs. But we don't stop there. We'll also automatically detect product categories and dominate colors from images, enabling powerful filtering capabilities. By the end of this tutorial, you'll build a visual search system with automatic product categorization, color detection, and a beautiful responsive user interface. Before we develop the project, let's see how easy it is to run the complete application using Docker. Let's clone the repository, go to this address, and from code menu, copy the URL of this repository to clipboard. Then go to your code editor. I'm using Cursor. Open a new window and select clone repo, paste it here, press enter, and select your desktop as repository destination. It's done. Open it, and here we have the source code of this project. Here you can get everything up and running with just one single command from terminal, new terminal, and type this command, docker compose up -- build. Before running this command, make sure you have Docker and Docker Compose installed on your computer. If you don't have it, simply go to docker.com and download Docker Desktop and install it. After opening Docker Desktop, you need to log into your account. So here, click on Sign In button. I already signed in, and you will be redirected to docker.com. After login, you will have your name here. Then go back to code, and before running this command, type docker login, press enter, and then you will be redirected to docker.com website, and after login, you will get login succeeded message. Then type docker compose up -- build to up and run visual search engine. Press enter. The front end is ready, but if you open it, you see nothing in the product list. We need to wait for Backend to download models and initialize Backend to display products. Okay, the Backend is starting application initialization, and then it start initializing machine learning models. It tries to use the cache directory, but because we don't have any cache, it goes for loading models from the Hugging Face. If you get any error in getting model from Hugging Face, open .zshrc in the user folder and export Hugging Face underline token equal to your Hugging Face token from this website. The website address is huggingface.co. Create an account, go to Setting, Access Token, create new token, and select permissions for read access to content of all repo under your personal namespace, public gated repos, read access to all collections under your personal namespace, and then save the token, copy the token, and paste it in that file. Great. After loading models, it tries to process products based on the product.json that we have inside backend data folder. For each product, it tries to download the product from the image URL on splash.com, then extract the features for similarity search and save it in SQLite database, then detect the category and color of the image and update attributes inside the database. It tries to do it for all products. We have 80 products in the product.json, and at the very end, you get this message, product processing completed and application startup completed. It's time to go to localhost colon 3000 at this address, and there we are. We have Fashion Finder web application up and running. The backend is Python, and the front end is Next.js. Let's check what we have in Docker Desktop. Here, in the containers, we have visual search. This container has backend and frontend, and when you click on 3000, you will have application up and running at this address. Let's check the Docker Compose to see what we did here. We have a frontend and a backend Also, we have volumes for persisting models, caching images, and other data like SQL-like database. Now that we know how to run the project, let's understand the development workflow. First of all, stop container, open Docker desktop in the container. For visual search, click on stop button and it's gonna be like this. Then go to README file in the root of project, scroll down to find development steps. First of all, we need to run frontend. Navigate to the frontend directory, open a new terminal, go to frontend, npm install all packages, and npm run dev to run Next.js application. Command click on the address to open your front-end project like this. You will get this error. It says there is no backend running. Don't worry, we will go for it after front-end. There we are. First of all, we need to create and activate a virtual environment. Run this command in the root of project. Here, I just create a new terminal. So I have front-end running and I have another terminal. Run python-m venv space.venv. Press enter. If you are using Mac, use Python 3. For Windows, just Python. Here we are getting this message from cursor. It says, we notice a new environment. Do you want to select it for the workspace folder? Yes. Go back to plan and activate it. Run it. Awesome. Here we have .venv. Next step is going to the backend folder and install packages. Go to backend and run this command pip install -r requirement.txt. If you are using Mac, use pip3. Great, it's done. Let's go for step 4, start the development server by running this command. Unicorn main app --reload. In that terminal, run this command, and there we are. We have the server up and running. You need to wait to process all products, and at the end, you will have this message, application startup complete. Let's refresh, and there we are. We have our project up and running, but it's in development environment, not in Docker. It's time to look at the inputs and outputs of this project to better understand its architecture. The main input to our system is product.json. Let's open it. Inside backend data, we have an array of products. It contains ID, name, price, and image URL. Notice what we are missing. There is no category or color information. Our system will automatically detect these attributes using AI. The backend processes this input to download and cache product images from the image URL, extract features for visual similarity search, detect product category using a trained fashion classifier, identify dominant colors using color analysis, and store all this information in a SQLite database. The front-end project is a Next.js project that displays products in a visually appealing grid, provides text and image search capabilities, offers category and color filtering, and shows search results with relevant products. Let's dive deeper into the backend implementation. Our backend is built with FastAPI, a modern high-performance web framework for Python. We have different components here, but let's start by looking at how we initialize our models. When the application starts, we initialize the database here in the lifespan function. First of all, we initialize the DB. Then we load the machine learning models for feature extraction and classification. Then process all products from the JSON file. Then extract features and detect categories and colors, and store everything in the database right here. Now let's look at the key API endpoints. We have 3 main endpoints. /API/products returns all products with their attributes. /API/search/text perform text-based product search. And /API/search/image handles visual search from uploaded images. The most interesting endpoint is the image search. When a user uploads an image, we extract the features from the uploaded images right here. and compare these features with our database for product features right here. So for each products in the products array, we find a similarity using cosine similarity, and at the end, sort them based on the similarity highest first. Then return the top results, and if there is no result, return empty array. Now let's look at how we detect product categories. In the lifespan function, we use a pre-trained model that classifies fashion items into categories like tops, bottoms, outwears, footwears, and accessories. Here is the create classifier function from fashion classifier, and here is list of categories. For color detection, we analyze the image to find dominant colors. Here we use getDominateColor function from color underline classifier.py and return the color like red, blue, black, etc. All this processed information enables powerful filtering capabilities on the frontend. Let's go back to frontend. It is built with Next.js, a React framework that provides a great developer experience with features like server-side rendering and static site generation. The main components in the frontend project is page components. They are in app, page.tsx, header components, inside components header, product grid, sidebar, search bar, and API services. Let us start by looking at the page.tsx. Open rc app page. Here is the home component that manages product state and filtering, search functionalities, and category and color filter. When the page loads, it fetches all products from the backend using load products function. Then applies filtering when user selects categories or colors. Here, handle category changes. Now let's examine the image search functionalities. Go to header.tsx. It includes an image upload button that accepts image files from the user. Inside search bar component, we have an input box of type file that accepts images. It previews the selected image, sends the image to the backend for visual search, and display the search result. Let's also look at how we communicate with backend. Our API service handles fetching all products, text search requests, and image upload and visual search. For image search, we create a form data object to send the file. Here in the api.ts inside src services, we have search by image function that create form data object to send the file to the /API/search/image API point. Congratulations, you have now learned how to build an AI-powered visual search system for fashion e-commerce. This project demonstrates how to process product data and image using AI extract. Congratulations, you have now learned how to build an AI-powered visual search system for fashion e-commerce. This project demonstrates how to process products data and image using AI, extract features for visual similarity search, automatically detect product categories and colors, create a responsive frontend with search and filtering capabilities, and package everything in Docker containers for easy deployment. Thank you for following along. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. Happy coding!